want to say one word to you. Just one word.
Yes, sir.
Are you listening?
Yes, I am.
Plastics.
Exactly how do you mean?
There's a great future in plastics. Think about it. Will you think about it?
Yes, I will.
Enough said. That's a deal.
Okay, another test of the Vado. Mounted a little differently in the helmet. I'm using a more secure double lock Velcro. We're going to go ahead and turn the radio on. Kind of switching up the channels here a little bit. About 53 degrees out. Which is unusually warm for January 17th, I think. Let's double check my droid here. Yes, January 17th. I'll take that weather any day. Just running to the post office to mail something. It looks like there's quite a bit of rain. There's a front running south of us going east. And I think the temperatures are supposed to drop a little bit, get back in the 20s again, and then pop back up in the 40s. So I'll take it. Second, I'm gonna turn this radio down. The dual lock really does snap in there. I mean, once that does snap, it's not going to go anywhere. But you do have to have the. I think I mentioned in a one of my previous videos about in the helmet where this Vado's attached to the helmet. It's curved, so I had to kind of flatten that out. So I did it with some urethane foam, pieces of wood. Then finally, I made a flat surface for the Velcro, and so the camera, when you use that dual lock, there's it's not a lot of give and take with it. It either locks in or it doesn't. So if you don't have a flush surface to mount to, it's not gonna work. So okay. This is usually a speed trap through here, so I'm indicating about 40 miles an hour on a scooter. It's 35, and we have, as they say, a popo passing me right now. As you know, in some states, I think it may be 8 states, it's against the law to do any video recording of without somebody's permission. I've read some various blogs where people have been ticketed for using the helmet cams. Fortunately, it's not the case in Ohio, but I don't recall the states offhand, but I thought there was about 8 states where you can't do this vlogging. I'm sure people in those states do it anyway. It's just like cell phone laws, say in the state of New York. They have the laws on the books, but last time I was traveling through New York State, everybody and their brother was on the cell phone, so very hard to enforce. Shout out to NT8, Suburban Rider, Lord Darth Vader, and everybody else that frequents NT8's channel. So, Smyrna Cowboy's been a little quiet. I haven't seen too much from him. Of course, I have to blame him for starting me on this logging stuff. Of course, you always got to be on your toes in this cooler weather where people are not, I think, normally looking for a scooter or a motorcycle. So I am always scanning ahead of me, and it's actually something I learned from flying. When we fly, you're taught to scan in 10-degree increments, so you're always scanning around, and that pretty much applies for riding a scooter or a motorcycle. And you're always looking up ahead. I think the rule of thumb I saw on another YouTube site, somebody had the 12-second rule, where you always want to look about 12 seconds ahead, and that makes a lot of sense. Gives you time to react. You need to see if there's anything, what activity's happening on either side of the road. When my son was learning to drive, we were on a road, one of the township roads, and so we're in a van. I had a regular Chevy Astra van. I see this fellow playing with a dog, and of course, right away I'm kind of eyeing that dog, and I'll be damned if that dog ran out in the street and my son hit it with the van. And I said, I told my son, I said, there's nothing you can do about it. I wasn't going to have the van go in a ditch. So unfortunately, we just had to keep going. And it's really a shame. I'm here at the post office. Going to shut this off. It's really a shame that the poor dog had to die because of an owner's stupidity. Any dog running loose like that, you can't blame the dog, but you can't blame the stupidity of the owner. And again, my son felt really bad about that. So we're at the post office. I'm going to go ahead and shut this down, mail my item, and I'll talk to you here in a second. All right, I'm back, putting the shield down. Post office was busier than hell. Guess that's what happens when you have a holiday, Martin Luther King Day. Okay, this is a retail area of where I live, just northwest of Canton, Ohio. I'm sorry, it's not real exciting. I don't have those mountains in the background like, oh, I forget his name. There's a fellow up in Canada, has some stunning, Vancouver, Canada, has some stunning scenery, but he has the cold. I love the scenery, I don't like the cold. By the way, it's starting to spit rain here a little bit, so I'm going to work my way home. I hope the cagers like my new LED lights I have on this thing. I've got 2 sets of, I don't know, it's 60 or 72 LEDs on the back, top box. And I have 90 of 105 centimeter strip blue lights to the front. I am selling my my 720p Poseidon. It's the Chinese camera I've shot my previous YouTube videos on. It's done a good job for me, but I wanted something with more capability and also something I can attach a mic to. So I ordered a Drift HD 170. It does take 1080p at about 120 degree view. Then at 720p, which is normally what I shoot, it has 170 degree view, very similar to the GoPros. It's got some pretty decent reviews on it. It does take the movies, it uses the MOV file, which is not as bloated as the AVI. And that was the problem with that Poseidon camera that I'm trying to sell. It's actually on eBay. Those AVI files are very bloated. So when the camera's trying to write a file, a bloated file, sometimes it skips a frame, or what they call frame drop. And I think that's what was happening on the camera I currently have that I'm trying to sell. It's just, it would drop a frame, so it'd give you a little bit of a choppiness. So I'm hoping this Drift Innovation camera that takes the, creates the MOV files, I don't have that problem. Okay. Well, I'm obviously not in the Polar Bear Challenge. And again, temperature's not bad. It's 53, so I'm not really cold at all. It just is, it's the rain. And I have my droid, as you can see, my droid's right there, so I can't afford to get too wet, but I think when I was looking at the radar indicated the bulk of the rain is east of us. So this is sort of well, some overcast and again, more of a misty rain. So fortunately, I'm not that far from home. Anyway, once I get the Drift camera, I plan on experimenting with some 2-camera vlogging and 2-camera shoots with my video club. Some, you know, mounted on the back end of the grab bar, or the bar, the top box bar. And I may even try playing around with mounting the Drift forward to the front, to the handlebar area, and then having it face back. I think NT8's done a few views that way. It's pretty entertaining. It may be boring to a lot of viewers just to watch the rider, but it is kind of a cool perspective. So I may play around with that. So just a lot of different things you can do with these cameras, especially when you have 2 of them. Okay, starting to get the light rain, if you want to call it, starting to pick up a little bit. So anyway, this is Stark State College right here. I believe Stark State was one of the fastest colleges in the United States as far as growth. They have an unbelievable, I think, 25,000 students. Now that would be adult education, many part-time students that attend that college. I'm going to turn this down a little more. And next to Stark is Kent State University has a branch here. In fact, that's my alma mater. It's very congested around here. Hold on a second. Visor's starting to fog up, so I have anti-fog, some anti-fog spray in my garage, and I'll be damned if I don't keep forgetting to put it on here. I am using my older modular helmet. I did block off the front vent when I used the urethane to create a flat surface for the Vado. I keep saying Vado, whatever, the Vado camera. So I'm probably not getting as much circulation to take care of that the fogging. This traffic is unusually heavy for, well, this could be part of the Stark State, Kent State traffic, but it's unusually heavy for about 3:26 in the afternoon on a Tuesday. I'm sure you're probably seeing through raindrops now. I'm not sure how good this video is going to be. Let me clear it with my, probably made it worse. Okay. There's nothing worse than getting caught in a hailstorm on a motorcycle or scooter. I think in the prior summer, not this past summer, but the summer before, I had purchased a little Kimco 150. I had gone several years after selling my Bergman 400, so I was itching for something to ride. So I bought this Kimco 150 and took it on Route 21, which is again a road I've taken some video on. I went to run some errands at a Walmart. I was watching the weather closely, and so I got on the Kimco, and I'll be damned if a hailstorm didn't come through. I'm riding down on Route 21. Rain harder than hell with hail on top of with the rain. And by the time I got home, it was as if I just jumped in a pool. I was really soaked. It's not really the enjoyable parts of riding, but those things do happen. Okay, well, I'm going to go around. I can explain that way. Okay, this is my street. Now we're coming from the other way. I've had videos coming from the west. This is coming from the east. There's my home. Go ahead and make a left here. And the garage door should be up, because as Batman would do, I'm going to rush this thing into the Batcave real quick. Get out of this. Okay. We are back home. Let me back this up a little bit. Nothing worse than running a scoot or a car or anything with an engine in an enclosed area. So I'm back home. Hope you've enjoyed my ride here to the post office. Again, I know it's not real exciting, but what the hell are you going to do on January 17th? So, Mr. Polymers, we'll talk to you later, and hopefully some bigger and better videos coming down the road. Bye now.